Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going to get the combine serviced up, ready to rock and roll. We have the header behind us because we're on the farm now where the combine is stored in the shed here beside me, and this is where we're going to be starting to harvest. So there's 40-ish acres here, nearly ready to go. This is Tuesday. We're hoping by Monday next week we should be combining. There's some good weather forecast and we want to be ready to rock and roll, and we think it should be pretty good by then. So we're going to be taking the combine out of the shed, starting it up, putting on the header, spinning everything, making sure everything's working, servicing it, changing the oil, and the only thing we have to fix in the combine is for the reel speed, to adjust the reel speed, because we couldn't get it to slow down last year. So apart from that, that's all we have to do. So it should be straightforward enough. Just going to back this up just to have it relatively in the right spot. So I have to wait for Father Phil to come this far in the Jeep. So I have a couple of calls and stuff to make for the tractor run, so I get that done. Harvest will soon be upon us here, even though everyone else is well on ahead, and I'm very eager to get ahead, but hopefully no. We'll get ahead soon. Just eager to get going. This Father Phil's after starting the combine there. So take these latches out. Ready to whack on the head. That field is a bit tossed, but the big field out there is quite good. That didn't get sowed till the very end, so that's going to be the last place that gets cut. The first farm and the last farm to get cut, because it will cut whatever's on that when the combine comes back here for parking for the winter. This is where the grain has been the last 2 years, but hopefully we won't be able to have to put grain here. We're thinking we may put some of the straw that we bale off here, up here, and then we'll be able to draw it back later in the winter just to make sure we have enough straw, because we were a bit tight on straw this year. That's why we went with the wood chip. Should do the job, and then we'll have this for machinery storage, so we'll be able to put all our trailers and balers and all that up here. The big girl. So I think the plan is to bring it out, put on the header, run it, try and fix that wee bit on it, and then change the oil, let her warm up a little bit easy for changing. So, not much to it. That bad? Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, and that's some of it there as well. Have we one of them?
Yeah, should have.
Right, that's one of the main belts. That's the main belt.
Main belt, yeah.
That's the main belt.
Well, it's one of them, yeah. There's another one up there as well.
Right, so the main belt drives that pulley, and then that's a pulley that comes off that belt and drives the drum.
But what happened was there was a belt going to the back for the chopper.
Yeah.
And it, for some reason, popped off its pulley.
Yeah.
And got under that belt.
Oh, that's what done the harm.
That's what done the harm. That belt was perfect until that happened. Anyway.
That's a bit of a nuisance. I didn't realise there was a belt on that. It is. I think we have it. That's her run. Then is he going to start moving stuff? Yep. So up and down and in and out, and then the reel speed should be on that too. That's the bit that we have to try and figure out. So what you do with the reel is you're set that to the height of the crop. So you're cutting beans, you're up high, or oats, you're up high, barley and that you're down low. And the idea is that you kind of sweep the crop with the fingers in and make everything lie down onto the belt, and then the belt sucks it in and then into the center. That's what the reel is for, is to get the crop to come into it and lie down onto the belt head first. That's the purpose behind the reel. You set your reel speed to your forward speed, and that's how you run it. Reel speed to your forward speed, so that the reel is turning down and catching the crop just as you're walking forward. get the oil changed and grease her up and go home for the dinner and then come back up with the belt. Do maybe a bit of a wash after winter bird shitting on it. But whenever. This is the biggest massey combine of its age, 40 RS. The RS stands for, it's basically a second drum in it.
Rotary separator.
Well, rotary separator combine is usually 2 drums going the length of it.
In this age of a combine, that's what they call it.
Well, it's just,
outside of it.
I know it's RS, but it's just basically means there's a second drum in it. So you have a drum at the front somewhere, and then there's a drum behind that again to give it a second traction. And it just means it's a higher output combine, but it'll do more damage to the straw coming out the back. It'll be more broken up.
That's with our front compressor here now.
We'll bring up the Milwaukee or the blower.
I'm going to leave floor. That's
the same job.
I'm going to get the step ladder.
So this here is the bit that's given. That's for the reeler speed. Isn't it that, or is it that?
But if this is bad.
This is all part of it anyways.
I'm really right myself right now for a minute.
Needs a bit of a blow down. We're getting ready to take off the old belt there, which requires a bit of ripping. One pulley straight forward just in on the end of it, but there's a tensioner has to be released, and then there's 2 supports have to be taken off, wires have to be disconnected, and stuff like that. But the issue I have now, actually maybe it's not, no, this is the top of it. I have to get in here. So I didn't have to lie down, I can sit, but you can see where I'm going now. Eee. So that's the tensioner there. Father Phil's taking off the supports below there. Get the pulley on that end. This end is handy enough, it's just the outside pulley, so happy days. We have the tension off this, but it won't go any higher there, and it won't come up, so there's a nut on the bottom where we'll have to screw up to pull the tensioner up, put tension on the spring and pull it up out of the way, because we can't get the belt off underneath it. So one of the power bands that's broke, or if that's broke, we're going to cut that, bring it home, make sure the belt we have is the same right length, and yeah, shouldn't be doing good. Father Phil has the bits off on the bottom. Have to let out the auger to be able to get a belt to come around that. So yeah, space is a bit of a premium in here, but it's not too bad. I've been in worse. It's worse inside the combine. Get back out here now and try not to burn myself off the exhaust. Fun. So we're back after having the dinner. We've brought up the leaf blower to blow down the combine, and that's my first job. So we also check to see had we that belt, and that belt we do not have. We have other belts, but we don't have that belt. So Father Phil went to Johnston's to price it, €290 plus the VAT, which we didn't think was too bad. So sometimes some of the belts on the combines can be ridiculous, but that's not bad. So, but I won't have it till Friday, so I'll leave it ripped and ready to go in. Father Phil's to change the oil. I'm going to blow it down first, and to change the oil, just open that there. That pipe there is the drain for the engine, so you don't actually have to try and do anything up there, it just drains it down, so it's handy out. Change filters, change diesel filters, take out the air filters and that, bring them home and blow them out. And yeah, there's not much else. We also have all our electrical stuff to check over the thing. Anyways, that's it. Okay, rock and roll. Engine oil coming out. Didn't change the oil last year, no.
No.
So again, this oil change.
That the previous man had service.
Yeah. So again, the oil change and all that done now. So.
Well, an oil change every 5 years for what we do.
It's handy enough. Did blow it down, but the old yoke isn't working terribly well.
Ah, but it's cleaner than it was now.
It is, but still not just perfect. So anyways, it's a crack. Get the engine oil changed and the filters changed in it now. So we're above on the engine bay. So these Massey combines had a Valmet engine, Valmet 612, same as what's in the 3690, I'm pretty sure. Change the oil filter. Not just terrible handy to get at. I see why I was sent up to change it. Aye, that's what I was just saying to the camera. I try and take that off. And then we have genuine massy oil to go into it. The biggest thing when you're up here to be watching for, especially if you're climbing round, is that you don't stand on any sensors or wires or stuff, because the combine is full of wee sensors for different speeds of different things, and some of them can upset themselves. Like there's a water level in our coolant level in the radiator, and if it is quite literally an inch below the top of the radiator cap, it'll alarm and it'll only drive for 3 seconds or 7 seconds. 7 seconds it'll drive for, then cuts itself off. Don't have the yoke for taking off filters, but I was told to drive a screwdriver into it and then turn. And now Father Phil can't figure out
Go on. You know, go on.
whether left is right or right is left.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Ready for the new one, I'll bring up to you.
Aye.
No dust gets in there.
Oh, that man's on. So, oil changed, the end of it done, so we have to extend the spout out to be able to take off the bracket up there and that. So, turn the spout out, there's savage heat in that sun, so there is. It's unnatural. So just after greasing the spout there before we turn it out, just to make sure it turns out. I think we had issues trying to get it to turn out last summer or last harvest. So yeah, that's it. So we turn it out all the way, and then we get the other grease points that's on it. So happy days. Give it 17.
Yeah, on the ratchet.
Oh no, that's it.
It's on the ratchet, but with that as well, you just use that to take the pressure off that.
Yeah.
And there's 17 spanners there as well. You have to take that bar completely out. And there's 2 cable ties, I think you might have to open them. Oh, you mightn't either. There's a wire on the back of the bar. Right, I go up and I'll do the fuel filters when you're at that, alright?
Yeah. Loosen that, that's it. Belt should come off. No. You're free. And that's the belt off. So next job is grease. So basically, when you're going around the combine, you look for yellow dots. Where there's yellow dot, there's a grease nipple close by. Yellow dot up there. So it's just basically go around and see where there's stickers on it. Father Phil said there's blue dots as well, and they're to do with the timings between greasing. We're in the cockpit. There's actually very little steel in here to hang the camera on. Right, ignition's on. 5 here, so give me a rough idea. Anything? Yeah? Right. Identify the switch. On the DV2, you had the full workshop manual on that, or the operator's manual, and you could go through setting up for all the different crops, all the different things was all on that. Don't think it's on that, and that just has this nice whine of a really... Huh? Yeah? The other way? Yeah?
And it's not doing its job at all.
So you think fine dust is the motor stuck?
And that's one of the problems, possibly.
Possibly. So you bring the whole
unit home.
So here is the bit. So that's the motor. Turns the pump. Increases, decreases the speed of the reel in the front of it. So something along the lines of that isn't working. So we're bringing it home, be able to take it apart. So back in the 6480, bring this on home of the loader on and the bale handler, bring back the bale of silage for the bulls when I'm passing. But yeah, so we have to get our belt from Johnston's that comes in on Friday, and hopefully we get this pump and motor all to turn and hopefully work as should do. But yeah, that's hopeful. Anyways, we should be ready to rock and roll after that, but yeah, I'm sweaty, hot, dusty, sticky, greasy. Yeah, working on a combine, definitely not in my top 10 things I like to do. So anyway, it's only once a year, hopefully. You know, if we will have more than once. Anyways, we'll be on. We'll pick it up on Friday when we have our bits and bobs. We're in the workshop now with the 1200. A bit more on the on our tractor run that's coming up. Lee and Father Phil are working hard at just getting the lift arms and that finished on the tractor. Lee is back with us every day for the month of September just to see us through the harvest. But anyways, so this day, 2 weeks time, is our big tractor run in the big field just down from the farm. If anyone is interested in coming to it, we're raising money in memory of my uncle who passed away of cancer back in February 2022. And this was his tractor. That's why Everton has the 1200 logo on it. But we're raising money for the Irish Cancer Society's night nurses and the local Longford Hospice home care. That's what it's all in aid of. So if anyone would like to, is thinking of coming to the tractor run, please head in the description, head over to Stewart Family Farm, Longford. Or yeah, Stewart Family Farm. Head over into the description, follow the link to Stewart Family Farm, to Ian's tractor run, and you'll find where you can pre-register there. It just saves, makes it easier for trying to organise tractors into the field. Also, if you want to donate, there's a donate link down on the page as well. For anyone who is coming to the day, there is spectator parking in the field, but we also have the route map is up there, so there's a couple of good spots if you want to pull in. Is Stone Park School, the filling station, Lanesborough, Killashee, Derrahan. There's a couple of lots of places there where you can pull in and you'll be able to see all the tractors going past. If anyone who is watching is coming, but you think you're coming with a Jeep and trailer, a tractor and trailer, or a low loader or a lorry, please get in touch, send us an email, Instagram, whatever, just to let us know, because we won't be parking and unloading in the field. We have another area for parking and unloading any Jeeps, trailers, trucks and trailers and all that, just in case the field isn't dry on the day. Well, it's a good dry field, but it may not be able to stick trailers coming into it. So we have another hardcore area for that. So please get in touch with us so we can send you in the right direction. And next weekend, we'll give a full breakdown of everything. We might drive the route, show you a couple of spots, and just a full breakdown of everything that's going on. But everything is kind of falling into place for us now. So we're looking forward to it. Let us know in the comments, are you coming? And yeah, see you all in 2 weeks. And now everyone, it is a few days later. We're heading back up to the combine to finish up the fixing of it. All we have to do is put back on we fixed, Father Phil and Lee fixed the motor and that, they'd done the real speed. So what was wrong was the electric motor magnets were broke inside of it, so that it wasn't turning. And there was something else, I think there was bolts gone as well. So they took the motor out of the other one and got new bolts put together. It's working, it goes 2 turns either way. It's 2 turns in it, between full open and closed. It's working. And then we also have the belt, so we're going up to put together and we're going to start combining. It's Friday. We were planning on starting Monday, but the forecast has changed since the start of the week when we ripped them bits. Monday's now looking wet, and Tuesday and Sunday night, that's all looking wet. How much, we don't know. Today, tomorrow and Sunday is going to be good, so we're going to have a go. See if the moisture is right, 18% or below, we're going to be cutting. And I'm in the 7618 and I have the grain train behind me. I have the Triffid trailer and I have the Massey trailer behind that. So we fitted a hitch to the Triffid trailer, and we've also fitted a hitch to the Massey trailer so that we could bring 4 trailers, 2 tractors. We won't put 3 trailers on 1 tractor, but it's to give us options between moving trailers with less tractors. That's the idea. So anyways, we're in the grain train, so we've 40 odd foot long. So the only thing I don't really like is I can't see the Massey behind the Triffid. So that one is a wee bit difficult, to say the least. We're going a bit on, see how this goes, and fingers crossed, combine goes back together, runs, which it should, there's no reason why it won't, and the moistures is right, and we get cutting. And we'll see how this grain train handles the trip up and down. We will not be bringing the grain train full of grain, but it's just to bring 2 trailers to the field so that you can leave a trailer and one man can drop a trailer, pick up a trailer, and then bring back to the house as the trailers get full. It just means that one man can draw the grain away from the combine. That's the theory anyway. So they're on. Father Phil's just wiring up the motor here, but he's found the bigger problem. There was duct tape hiding a problem. Well, duct tape is gone now, and it's
a hole.
Quite a sizable hole.
The hole in the bucket.
In the auger. That's the auger that goes up to fill the tank, and there's a hole there. You'd just put your fist through it, like. Must have been a stone, even a stone to get that far. So yeah, that's well, it's not rock because there's no other rock on the combine. So
I don't know why that rock.
Something had to have gone through it. Anyways, that's the crack. So yeah, it's going to be an hour or two before we get going.
Yeah, well, you've got to put on.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't take too long. So we're in the belly of the beast with Brendan, and you can't really see much, but we're just riddling out. So the last crop we cut was for a customer of organic, and the sieves are well shoved. So we need to try and get it all cleaned out. So these are the frogs, and underneath is the riddles, if memory serves me right. And doing this opens or closes them. The way the combine works, so you have the straw walkers on top, that's the straw walkers. So the drums are in the very front, so it goes through two drums which beats the halva. Any of the small stuff will fall through the concave in the drum and then falls down onto the sieve at the very top. And then the straw goes on top then, and it's walked out. And these red panels here are for any straw that falls out of the grain. It slides back down the length of that in on top of the sieve at the front. And that sieve at the front is underneath the concave in the drums, and then it rattles it forward and back. Any of the grains fall through, goes into the fan which blows the air to blow chaff off it, and then the grain falls up into the augers and that. But this one, when the grain gets this far, this rattles it out of it. It falls into the return, which puts it back to the front of the sieves to re-go through it to try and separate out, to have cleaner samples. With the front being choked like it looks, it means a lot of the grain is going to be coming to the back to go through repeat the process. So we really have to try and clean up the front because it's looking very, very choked from here. So yeah, job that should have been done when it was put away. Leaf blower in the back of the Jeep, do you know? Belt's on, all's back. There's the belt. So it was handy enough, got in after. Just lined it up. You have a big bar that you stick into the side of it that you can unwind the drum if you have any blockages, or just basically wind back the combine. So that allowed us to wind the pulley, so that way you just slipped it on nice and easy. Put back on the tensioner, and yeah, it's done. We're running out of things to do now. Just Father Phil's finishing up his patch. Everything is greased, everything is back. So I think we're pretty much thereabouts now. Might get something done this evening. So we are basically ready to rock and roll. Father Phil's just giving her a final check over before he starts her up. Just start dropping off trailers. All that fun stuff. Getting on. We're going to cut for an hour or two at most, I reckon, at this stage. Which always frustrates me this time of the year, or when things like this, the weather's there, it's time to start, and then none wasn't ready. And there wasn't much we could do now. The belt was only in today, but still, the other side of it is the crop just ripe enough? We're a couple of days early, I'd say. Still a lot of grain and green straw out there, so the straws probably take a little bit of rearing, and the moisture could be higher than we want. But the thing is, it's very hard to pass up good weather. As you see, the shirt is out. So it's a sign of the weather that we have. It is very good at the minute, and it's good for the next, well, today and the next 2 days. So it's hard pass a bit of good summer's weather to start the spring barley, start the harvest. So, but we could be jumping the gun a little bit. So, we'll see how we get on. That'll be for the next video. This video is just getting ready to rock, and I think we are ready. I think header is on, we're ready to rock and roll. Eric is oiling the knife. So yeah, we are moments away from start of harvest, and he'd probably get rounded a field or two. I say that'll be about all he'll cut now because it's getting too late in the evening. So I sent to check the belt. We'll go in. Sit there, seems to be running fine. All seems to be running fine that way. We check his patch, even though there's not much point checking it till we start putting grain through it. That bit of a squeaking noise is the chains and augers. Patch there. That seems to be fine. That belt there is for the unloading auger. That seems to be fine. Now we have it. Start harvest 2024. Figure out is the real speed working or not, is he messing with it? Seems to be slower than it was last year anyways. Right? Real speed is too fast then. And that's it, that's the start of harvest 2024. So, we'll end the video now because the goal was to get running. And the next video is, do we get this 40 acres cut before the rain? Which hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from us.
Good luck.
Good luck.